Hello guys, what's up? This is Morteza. Welcome back to another episode here at A Coder's Journey. This episode is part of my Visual Studio training series. And in this episode, I have decided to talk about brace matching in Visual Studio and a couple of useful tips that you can use in order to be more efficient when you are working on your code. Here in Visual Studio 2022, I have opened one of my projects as a sample, and I am going to talk about the concept of brace matching. Now, as you are already aware, C# makes heavy use of braces in order to, surround a code block. For example, here we have an if conditional, and for the code block, C# uses, braces. And here again, for the else block, we have braces, and again, an if statement, again, braces. So with all these braces, sometimes it is a little bit difficult to, get your bearings in your code base. But Visual Studio comes with some very nice features in order to help you find your way in your code base, especially in terms of braces. Now, let me zoom in a little. As you can see here, when I put my cursor at the, at the right side of the closing brace, Visual Studio highlights both the ending brace and the, opening brace. So remember, I have to put my cursor at the right side of the closing brace in order to get this highlight. So this means that if I put my cursor here, I will not get this highlight. And again, for the opening brace, I need to put the cursor at the left of on the left of the brace in order to get the highlights. Now, if I put the cursor here, of course, I am inside this code block and I will not get the highlight. And if I, for example, put my cursor here and then press space on my keyboard, again, I will lose the highlight. Now, if the color that Visual Studio uses for this highlight is not, is not visible enough, you can of course change this. You can go to Tools and Options, and then you can go to Fonts and Colors. And here you can search for brace matching here. You can, change the foreground as well as background of the color. For example, for the, let's say, background, I'm going to say yellow, and for the foreground, I'm going to say black. And then I'm going to close this, and as you can see, I get the color. Now, another important and useful tip that I use all the time is to select the whole code block. I mean, the code which resides inside the opening brace and the closing brace. Now, in order to do that, all you need to do is to put your cursor at the opening brace on the left side of the opening brace, and then from your keyboard, press Control, Shift, and square bracket like this. When I say a square bracket, I mean this sign on your keyboard, right? This key. The right square bracket. Now, one more time, all I need to do is to just put my cursor here, and then from my keyboard, press Control, Shift, and then the square bracket. And I can, select this as a whole code block instead of, for example, using my keyboard. Another thing that I think might be useful is to just press Control and then square bracket in order to move to the closing brace. So if your cursor is here, you can press Control and then a square bracket from your keyboard, and you will be navigated to the closing brace. And if you press it one more time, the same key combination, you get directed to the beginning brace. Now, remember to use different color codings for your braces, and don't forget to use Control, Shift, square bracket in order to select the whole code block. And of course, if you want, you can go and choose a different color coding. As I told you, here I'm gonna change this to, the default color, right? And then I'm gonna say I want this color coding. Now, thank you so much for watching this video till the very end. I hope you have enjoyed watching it. Go to Visual Studio and practice this very useful technique. I'm sure it will come handy. Stay tuned for my upcoming videos. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.